Hey class, it's Mr. Falstrom. In this video, we are going to take a mixed number and we are going to practice renaming that mixed number into a fraction greater than 1, which is also referred to as an improper fraction. So you can see right here on the screen, I've already created a mixed number for us. It's right here. And if you can just tell me, what is the mixed number that I am showing you with these tiles? And if you look, you can see that I am showing you 1 whole. And then there are 2/3 pieces, so the mixed number is 1 and 2/3. And like I said, we're going to take this mixed number, we want to rename it. And when we rename it, we are just giving this a different name. We're not changing the amount. We're just giving it a different name. It's going to be equivalent. So right now, if you just look at the denominator, we're using thirds pieces. So if I look at my whole, what can I do? You know, if I want to take that whole and I want to break it into thirds, how many thirds will be in 1 whole? And you know, if I turn that whole into thirds, 3/3 are the same as 1 whole. You can see I put it right there. I can take that whole, if I break it into 3 equal pieces, that's 3/3. So in other words, another name for this would be 1 and 2/3 is equivalent to 5/3. So we've renamed it. We haven't changed the amount. It's, you know, I mean, if we go back and just look at this, like I didn't, when I put this over the whole, it's exactly the same as a whole. It's equivalent to a whole, so I didn't change the amount. And that's why this is called a fraction bigger than 1, because if you look at this fraction, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. It takes 3 pieces to make a whole, but I have more than that. So whenever you hear somebody say a fraction greater than 1, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about a fraction where you have a bigger numerator than a denominator. And I just wanted to show this to you with the tiles, but I also want to kind of show you the shortcut for how to figure this out without having to use tiles. There's a way to do it. It just involves a little bit of multiplying and adding. And so I'd like to show that to you. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to write 1 and 2/3 again, maybe with a little bit more room. So for 1 and 2/3, if you just want to think back to what we did, you know, what we did is we started off with 1 whole, 2/3, and we said, hey, let's take this 1 whole and we multiplied it by 3. We took 1 whole and we broke it into 3 pieces. So we did that 1 times 3, which is how we ended up with that 3 pieces. 1 times 3 gives us 3/3 pieces. 1 whole times 3. And then after we did that, so we kind of did it this way. We did 1 times 3. We did that way first. And then what we did is we came up here and then we took it and we added the other 2 pieces. So we said, basically we did 3 times 1 plus 2. And we got 5 pieces. That's how we got 5/3. So that's sort of the trick here. Just take your whole number, multiply it by the denominator. That's going to tell you how many pieces you have. Once you've changed your whole, we took 1 whole times 3 pieces gives us 3 pieces, and then we got to add the other 2 pieces. So here's the other 2 pieces that we add, and that gives us a total of 5/3. So 3 times 1 is 3, 3 plus 2, 5/3 pieces. I'm going to pause this and reset. We're going to look at one more example. All right, I'm back. I've got a new mixed number here now for us to use as an example. Can you tell me what mixed number I am showing you? And you can see we have 2 wholes this time, and we have 3/4 pieces. So the mixed number I'm showing you is 2 3/4, and we are going to rename this. So I have 2 holes, and I want to turn them into fourth pieces. So if I take 2 holes and I turn each hole into 4 pieces, that's the same as me multiplying 2 times 4. So how many fourth pieces are inside of these 2 holes? And if I take each hole and I turn them into fours, 2 holes times 4 pieces, that's going to give me 8 fourth pieces. But I'm not done. I still have 3 more pieces up here, right? Those are these 3 pieces. So now I've got to add these other 3 pieces to get my total. So 8 plus 3 is going to give me what? It's going to give me a total of 11 fourths. So that's how we rename. You're going to multiply, again, take the denominator, multiply it by the whole number. We're going to take the holes and break them into fourths. So fourths times 2 holes, 2 holes times 4 pieces gives me 8 pieces. And then I'm going to add the other pieces that were left over in my numerator, and that gives me my total amount of pieces. So hopefully this video kind of helps you with renaming.